So today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. I want to talk more on vocabulary and what that can do for you. See, I've just started recently I've started to think about how can I improve my vocabulary? Why do I need to improve my vocabulary? I think it's very important, especially with what I want to do with my life, to improve my vocabulary. My seat just went back on me. That's crazy. Yeah, going back, the vocabulary and what it can do for you. So, if you want to go into the money space and you want to be surrounded by successful people, become friends with these successful people, there's going to have to be a change in vocabulary. You'll have to speak better. You'll have to use different words, use other words less, much less, right? So, for example, I could be hanging around my buddies, my degenerate friends, who I'm recently just starting to kind of walk away from, right? Not because I hate them, but because they're low life degenerates who don't have a future. And it's pretty sad to say, but it's the truth. They speak with a vocabulary that almost everyone our age and probably younger uses. It's a TikTok slang. It's saying words that just don't sound right, don't sound classy. It just shouldn't be said, right? Because it sounds degenerate. I'm not saying this in a kind of like a sissy way, like like I'm offended or whatever. It's more of I'm not the kind of person to say that. I'm not in that class to say that. Yeah, it sounds classist, right? Like, oh, you know, I'm not where you are. But if you're trying to make a lot of money and make it in life, that's how it will be. That's how a lot of people you're never gonna see someone dressed up in a suit in a very high-end event, classy event, and you're never gonna hear them say, "Hey, what up, bro? How you doing, bro?" And other words that I probably won't say on camera. That sounds just, you know, it's it's almost vulgar, especially certain words that are genuinely vulgar, and it's a whole mindset shit. This is what I'm coming to. It becomes a mindset shift. If you want to be around certain people, you're gonna have to start acting like them, looking like them, speaking like them, which is what I'm getting at here. Looking and acting is a whole other thing. Honestly, it's pretty easy to do. But speaking like a different person, like the ones that you want to become like and be surrounded by, that's a whole other thing. That's a rewire in your brain. Your subconscious. You have fed your subconscious TikTok reels, styles and genres of music, and it just gets so integrated. That's why you have to watch what you feed your subconscious. Because what you feed your subconscious is what you become, what you sound like, what you say. And that is how these things happen, where you start to say vulgar things. It's like for example, a lot of people use the word retarded. You know, some people get offended by it, others think it's funny, others use it as an insult. I don't think it's offensive. I have a different style of humor, and I don't really care about the word. What I care about is what others perceive of me. And I know people are going to say, like, oh, you shouldn't care what people think of you. Well, if I'm trying to be around other people, I'm going to care about what they think of me because that's the type of people I want to be with. I want to be around wealthy people who don't use particular words, who don't act a certain way because they were raised nicely. They were raised in a loving and caring family who taught them right from wrong. You know, using ghetto words like TikTok words and just rap song words. I'm not ghetto. I'm not a ghetto person. A lot of people that are like me are not ghetto, but because of the internet and because of music, they use ghetto words. It's not me. I shouldn't even be saying stuff like that. Going back to the word retarded, instead of saying like, "Oh, yo, that shit's retarded," I could be saying, "That's absolutely ridiculous. That is crazy. Wow, that what is that? Why is that even happening?" Not, "Yo, that shit's retarded." That sounds so ridiculous to say. I hope you guys are catching my drift here. It's just it sounds ghetto. It's like you hear the rapper Sexy Red talk. That's unattractive. Super unattractive. And I changed my words right there. I could have said, "Yo, that's unattractive as hell. That shit does not sound good." I could have said that, but no, I said that style of speaking, that sounds very unattractive to me and to a lot of other people as well. See how the word changed there? It sounds better. And we need to start training our minds like that to speak better, more formally. At my job, I speak to my managers in a certain way. When I see them in the morning, the first time I see them in the morning, "Hey, how you doing? It's good to see you. Good morning." I'm not gonna tell them, "Yo, what's good, dog? How you doing? What up, G?" Usually, I would speak to my friends like that. I'm gonna have a whole mind switch on that. I'm gonna say to my own friends that I've known for many years, "How you doing, man? It's good to see you. Good to see you, my friend." That doesn't sound ghetto at all. See what I'm saying here? The point is to try and sound better with your vocabulary in a world where intelligence is decreasing. I have to try and use my mind, work for it mentally to speak better. I'm doing that in this video right now. It's so easy to use not mental. It's so easy to use slang words, TikTok words, words you hear in rap music. Because we hear it repetitively. It's integrated in our minds already. And on top of that, it's just they're easy to use. It's almost lazy mentally. Using real words and real phrases that have been used for many, many years prior, that should be seen as normal but isn't, is now hard work for people around our age nowadays. Because everyone's so lazy mentally. Everyone's doom scrolling. And the addictive process of that feeds the subconscious. And now the humor is related to the slang. Anything we find funny, "Oh, I'm going to talk like that with my friends because it's funny." That's not it. If you want to say that and be like that, go right ahead. You still shouldn't care about what people think of you. But if you're trying to do certain things in life, then you should start caring. Because I personally want to be surrounded by others who have class, who have manners, who aren't ratchet, who aren't ghetto, and who make money. That's my goal, to be surrounded by. I don't want to be surrounded by rappers who make money because I'm not ghetto. I'm not like them. I dress differently. I don't wear gold and diamond chains. That's ghetto to me. I'd rather wear a nice fancy AP. No, I shouldn't even say AP. Audemars Piguet, or however you pronounce it. A nice watch. It's not flashy, but Anyone who knows the letters AP on the watch will know that person has taste and class. They know what they bought. They didn't buy it because it was flashy. They bought it because they know the real value behind it. And it's not even how much it's worth. It's just the group and type of people that buy it, which would be people with a lot of money, who have class, who have manners. I hope you guys found this video very useful. I'm still working on making good videos. I'm still recording on my iPhone, my 16, but this is probably like my 5th or 6th video. I don't know. But yeah, definitely going to be switching up my vocabulary compared to my previous videos. I'm going to cuss a lot less. Nothing to do with religion or anything. I just hate sounding ghetto and repulsive and vulgar. It's not attractive. If I want to find a nice woman with values and manners, I can't be sounding vulgar and repulsive, you know? So, I appreciate you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more, because there will be more content.